$83,000 by age 22. That's the point where you're allowed to stop saving for retirement. Not slow down, stop. Get $83,000 invested by 22, never put in another dollar for the rest of your life, and you still land at $1.25 million by 62. If you're older than 22, don't panic. There's a number for every age, and I'll give you the whole list. Last time I told you your retirement number is 25 times what your life costs. For most people watching, around $1.25 million. And a lot of you correctly pointed out that that number is enormous. So here's the much smaller number hiding inside it. In the next few minutes, you're getting three things. 1. What Coast Fire actually is, and the single line of math behind it. 2. Your exact Coast number for your age. It moves a lot every year, so you'll want yours specifically. And 3. What coasting actually buys you, which is not early retirement. It's better than that, and you can have it in your 30s. Coast Fire is the point where the money you already have will grow into your full retirement number on its own, without another dollar from you. The formula is one line. Take your retirement number and divide it by 1.07, raised to the number of years until you retire. That 7% is roughly what the US stock market has returned per year after inflation. That's the whole thing. So, run it. $1.25 million and you're 22, so 40 years to go. Divide, and you get $83,475. Get that into a plain index fund. Walk away, never contribute again. And at 62, you have $1.25 million in today's buying power. Now the part that breaks people's brains. Out of that $1.25 million, $83,475 is your money. Under 7%. More than 90% of your retirement is money you never earned at a job you never worked. It's just time doing what time does. So here's your number, by age, all aiming at $1.25 million at 62. 20 years old, it's about $73,000. 22, $83,000. 25, $102,000. 30, $143,000. 35, $201,000. 40, $282,000. Look at the jumps, not the numbers. From 22 to 25, 3 years, the price goes up $19,000. From 35 to 40, the same 5-year stretch costs you $81,000. Every year you wait, the ticket gets more expensive, and the amount it goes up by also gets bigger. Compounding isn't a thing that helps you later. It's a thing you're either buying or paying for right now, and it runs in reverse. If you're 25 and you'd be fine finishing at 65 instead of 62, your Coast number drops from $102,261 to $83,475. 19 grand cheaper for being flexible about a date 4 decades away. There's a point where you get to stop saving for retirement. Permanently. And it's way earlier than you think. If you're 25, it's about $102,000. Get $102,000 into an index fund by 25, never add another dollar, and at 62, you're sitting on $1.25 million in today's money. Because $102,000 growing at 7% a year for 37 years multiplies by 12. That's called Coast Fire. And here's what's wild about it. Of that $1.25 million, only 8% is money you actually put in. The other 92% is time. You don't have to save for 40 years. You have to save hard for about 10, and then you're allowed to breathe. Your Coast number is your retirement number divided by 1.07 for every year you've got left. Go find yours tonight. So how do you get $102,000 by 25? Mostly you don't, and that's fine. But here's what it takes from zero. At 7%, $500 a month gets you there in about 11 years. $750 a month, roughly 8.5. $1,000 a month, just under 7. Which means for most people, this is a 10-year project, not a lifetime one. You save hard during the window where your expenses are the lowest they will ever be. Roommates, no kids, no mortgage. and you buy back the other 40 years. And here's the encouraging version. Whatever's already in your accounts is coasting right now, whether you're watching it or not. $10,000 sitting in an index fund at 25 becomes $122,000 by 62. $20,000 becomes $244,000. You're not starting from zero. You're already partly coasted. Go look. Now the part people get wrong. Coast Fire is not early retirement. You hit your coast number and you still have to pay rent on the first. What it buys is leverage. Once retirement is handled, your job only has to cover this year. That's it. And that is a completely different relationship with work. That's how people take the job that pays less and doesn't wreck them. That's how they go back to school, or start the thing, or take 6 months off, or have a kid, or say no. Not because they're rich. They're not. But because the scariest financial thing in their life is already solved, and everything else is just this month's bills. That's the actual prize. Not a beach at 40. Options at 30. 2 honesty checks. That 7% is a long-run average, not a promise. Real markets go flat for a decade and then rip in 18 months. Coast math assumes you leave it alone through all of that. And that's the hard part, not the arithmetic. Second, coasting is a floor, not a ceiling. If you hit your coast number and keep contributing even a little, you fly past it. $83,000 at 22 plus a modest $300 a month lands you north of $2 million. Coast is permission, not an order to stop. So tonight, do the whole thing in 5 minutes. What does 1 year of your life cost? Times 25. That's your target. Divide it by 1.07 for every year until you want to be done. That's your coast number. Then check what you already have, because you're further along than you think. And next time, every number in this video runs on that 7%. So what happens when something quietly takes 1 point off it? Not 1% of your money. 1 point off the return. That's the difference between $1.25 million and $859,000. A single percent erases almost a third of your retirement. And it shoves your coast number from $83,000 to over $121,000. It's already happening in a lot of people's accounts, printed somewhere nobody reads. I'll show you exactly where to find yours. Subscribe.